In our fast-paced world, we are often told to hustle non-stop. But what if I told you that the secret to success might be found in slowing down? My name is Ezekiel, and today in this video we're diving into the book The Art of Doing Nothing by Véronique Bien. How do you pronounce her name? A book that shares up our obsession with constant hustle. We're going to be exploring why leaders need to hit the brakes occasionally. Let's get started. Véronique flipped the scripts on our go, go, go culture, suggesting that those moments where you are not doing much, they are not wasted, they are gold. It's like she's saying, hey, slow down and smell the roses. It's worth it. The book isn't just a lecture, it's more like a chat with a wise friend. Véronique shares real stories that make you go, yep, I've been there. Her point, slowing down isn't laziness, it's a power move. She's got these cool tricks for finding joy in the simple stuff. The art of doing nothing becomes a super skill. But here's the game changer. It's not just about feeling good, it's about being smart. Véronique writes on how taking a break isn't a setback. It's a secret weapon for sparking creativity. Leaders, take a note. Those moments of doing nada, they are where the next big idea may be growing. This book isn't just a word on paper, it's an action guide. Véronique dishes out practical tips like, hey, try this to slow down a bit, whether it is a small break during a busy day or setting aside chill time. She's got the hacks for weaving the art of doing nothing into your life. So as we flip through the pages, let's challenge the idea that being busy all the time is the key to success. Now, let's explore why leaders should hit the brakes and embrace the art of doing nothing. First off, let's talk about mental recharge. Leaders, just like anyone else, face burnout and stress. The constant load can drain creativity and decision-making abilities. Leaders can recharge their mental batteries by taking intentional breaks and allowing moments of stillness. It's not just about taking a breather, it's a strategic move to ensure clarity and better decision-making in the long term. But wait, there is more. Slowing down fosters a creative haven. The myth that busyness equals productivity often stifles creativity. Leaders need their creative juices flowing to tackle complex problems and innovate. Taking a step back, whether through a short break or a mindful pause, open up the mind to new perspective and fresh ideas. One of the examples in the book compares the slow nature of the life in the past when a person will be doing the dishes, lawn mowing, or any mindless activities, and during that time your mind will be wandering and making new connections. But now those moments are gone because we are usually listening to a book, listening to a podcast, and this is preventing our minds to process the day events to find creative solutions. There is a part of our brain that is called the default mode network that turns on when we are doing passive tasks. That allows for introspection, and this is the reason we come up with our best ideas in the shower. So you're already familiar with this power. Now, let's remember the importance of setting an example. Leaders are influencers, and their behavior sets the tone for the entire team. By prioritizing moments of relaxation, leaders send a powerful message that well-being matters. I see too many leaders that take little vacation during the year, and you can see that their team follows the same patterns. You need to create a positive work culture that values resting. Let me share something interesting that I found during my research for this video. Have you ever thought that diving into a good novel could reduce your stress level? Well, it turns out that there is some serious magic happening when you pick up a work of fiction. First off, let's talk about stress reduction. Being a leader can be, let's admit it, very stressful. The constant decision-making and problem-solving can take a toll. Reading fiction, however, acts like a literary escape hatch. It transports you to a different world, offering a mental break and reducing the stress levels. So leaders, that book you have been eyeing, it might just be your secret stress booster. But it's not just about relaxation, it's about enhancing creativity too. Fiction opens up a playground for the imagination. Leaders need creativity to tackle challenges and come up with solutions that are innovative. The narrative structures, the diverse characters, and the unexpected plot twist in fiction stimulate the brain, fostering creativity that can be directly applied to leadership problem solving. And here's the cool part, research backs this up. Studies show that reading fiction enhances empathy and emotional intelligence, essential trait for effective leadership. Understanding characters' emotion in a novel translates into better understanding and connecting with the people you lead. Now, let's dive into some practical tips for leaders to slow down and infuse the art of doing nothing into their busy lives. First, let's talk about mindful breaks. During your packed schedules, find those brief pauses. It could be as simple as taking a mindful breath, a short walk, or just a moment to stare at the wall. These intentional breaks can work wonders in resetting your focus and energy. Next on the list, schedule downtime. Just like you block time for meetings and tasks, block time for relaxation. Treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. Whether it's reading a chapter of that fiction book or enjoying a cup of tea without multitasking, make it a priority. Delegate strategically. Leaders often carry a heavy load, but you don't have to bear it all. Empower your team by delegating tasks. It not only lightens your workload, but also allows others to grow and contribute. Embrace the power of saying no. Not every opportunity needs a yes. Leaders who are constantly saying yes to everything end up overwhelmed. Saying no is not a sign of weaknesses. It's a strategy for protecting your time and energy for what truly matters. And let's not forget technology. Set boundaries on email, social media, and notification. Constant digital interruptions can contribute to a sense of busyness. Designate specific times to check emails and messages to maintain focus during critical tasks. Then cultivate a culture of well-being. As a leader, your habits influence your team. Encourage breaks, value work-life balance, and foster a positive work environment where everyone feels supported in prioritizing their mental and physical health. These are not just tips, they are tools to help you integrate the art of doing nothing into your leadership style. It's not about doing less, it's about doing things differently and in turn doing them better. Alright, before we wrap up, I want to make a revelation. This video wasn't just an exploration of the book, it was also my clever excuse to dive headfirst into the Ender's Game series book. Yes, I confess, I can't seem to stop turning those pages. If you're wondering why my eyes have bags, blame it on Ender and his interstellar adventures. And guess what? I'm not just swimming in the pages, I'm surfing the third book wave. The characters are like old friends now. I have even started giving them advice. Hey Bean, maybe take a break and practice some mindfulness in between saving the world. As we learned today, fiction is a stress booster and creativity booster, right? So consider this my sophisticated strategy to enhance my creative genius. Or maybe I'm just on a mission to find out if the world finally understands the importance of taking it slow. Do you prefer a book that is more related to leadership? Then you should watch this video. Before you turn off to grab your sci-fi escape, let's make this interactive. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you embrace the art of doing nothing as a leader? Do you have any book recommendations? I would like to read it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you next week.